I'm actually curious, bro, because I'll be watching him and he just be going ghost. So I'm trying to figure out why he be going ghost.
Over the years, CoryxKenshin has built a reputation of not only being one of the biggest gaming channels on YouTube with a sub count of over 17 million subscribers, he's also been known for his frequent hiatuses from the platform, where he will abruptly stop uploading for months on end, with more often than not complete radio silence on all of his social medias, which leads fans to speculate about what he is up to and when he will inevitably return. So why does a YouTuber like CoryxKenshin with such a big fan base decide to do this? And more importantly, how has he managed to stay relevant and maintain his viewership when so many others in his genre would quickly be forgotten about the moment they stop uploading? Before we get to that though, we have to figure out why CoryxKenshin is so inconsistent with his upload schedule in the first place. To answer that, I decided to go all the way back to when he first started uploading content back in 2009, almost 15 years ago. His first couple of videos are about what you would expect from that time period. Skits and vlogs, typically filmed on a low quality webcam with pretty minimal editing. Cory would upload this style of content on and off with pretty minimal results, with a couple of well-performing videos here and there, but for the most part he would not really
How to get hot girls for ugly guys. That was Cory's really like, that's crazy. Cory was really thinking like that 14 years ago. How to get hot girls for ugly guys. That's crazy.
See any major success with this style of content, which is the main reason why on September 30th, 2011, Cory would post his final video before a 2-year hiatus from the platform, the first of many to come. And something that will be important for later in the video. When Cory came back to YouTube in 2013, he began to upload his first few gameplay videos, more specifically horror gameplays, something that was growing in popularity on YouTube at the time. This was also around the time his channel started to gain momentum, but there was one game in particular that would push his channel's growth to new heights. That game being Five Nights at Freddy's. The game was exploding.
Amazing fucking scary game. That's amazing. That game set the foundation for scary games. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like it set the foundation for scary games. That shit was too like fucking good.
In popularity at the time, and the amount of YouTube Let's Players that were playing the game and displaying it to their audience were only adding fuel to the fire. So combine the fact that you're already known for being a horror gameplay YouTuber, and a game that's rapidly growing in popularity in your own niche that you're well known for, and you have the recipe for a viral video. And this series would prove to be widely successful for Cory, as they would gain millions.
Whoa, 19 million on a gaming video?
Successful for Cory.
I think there's more than that too. I think I saw 20, but 19 million, 13 million, 18 million on a game video was fucking crazy.
As they would gain millions of views and gain.
You gotta understand, this is 40 minutes long. It's not no short like content. It's 40 minutes long too. Like,
him a ton of
that's fucking impressive, bro.
And from that point on, Cory would remain consistent with his upload schedule, usually posting every day. This would lead his channel to reach 100,000 subscribers by late 2015. It was also at this point where his channel would start growing even more rapidly. About 6 months later, he hit 500,000 subscribers. And then he closed out 2016 with 1 million. And this was only the beginning, as his channel only got more popular with every single passing year. However, it's important to note that during this time period, Cory would become notorious for his breaks from YouTube. He would have a hot streak where he would upload daily and then seemingly disappear for months on end, with usually no updates on any of his social media platforms, leading fans to guess about when he would come back. Then at random, he would go right back to uploading and the cycle would just continue. In 2018, he took a 4-month break at the beginning of the year, and also 2 more shorter ones just in that year alone. So what exactly was the reason for all these abrupt hiatuses from YouTube? Now, while he may have different reasons for each one, I think it's pretty safe to assume that creative burnout was a major factor in this.
Most definitely. You know how hard it is to come up with like new videos almost every day on the fly like that? Constantly? You're doing every day? Bro, he was in a reactor, like how you know a Flight is reacting to shit and it's getting out there? Cory has to make content, and that's no shade to Flight. That's no shade to Flight, because Flight's fucking amazing what he does. But Cory has to like make a video, schedule the video. First he has to schedule the video, make the video, then probably edit the video, and then like, that shit's crazy.
Usually when a YouTube channel starts growing rapidly, the next step for that YouTuber would be to hire an editor to handle all the video editing work that goes into a video so that the YouTuber would have more time for different things like recording more content or handling merch drops or sponsorships, all of the typical business that comes with running a YouTube channel. But CoryxKenshin was a rare exception to this because even as his channel grew and the demand for more consistent high quality content increased, he never hired an editor. He always did everything himself, and his reasoning behind this decision, according to him, is because he prefers his own style of editing and actually enjoys doing it too, which is a completely fair reason as it gives him complete control of how his videos are gonna look. But the downside to this is that there is a lot of editing that goes into each of Cory's videos, which can be very time consuming to do and stressful when taking into account the fact that he usually uploads daily when he's not on break. So he
okay, that would make sense on why he's constantly like taking breaks, because to come up with new ideas and to constantly try to like edit after you make these ideas, after the video's done and everything, that's crazy. And he's not editing no like 10-minute video, no 20-minute video. Sometimes it's an hour-long video, like a walkthrough of a games, and that shit's crazy as fuck. So that's definitely probably burning out, like
he has to
away
plan
the
video, spend hours recording it, then on top of all of that, spend some more hours editing, which to someone who isn't a content creator might not sound like much, but if you're a YouTuber, you know that shit is absolutely exhausting sometimes. Now, my personal opinion, if something is your job and it's how you make your money, then leaving for half a year just because you're a bit tired of the content grind doesn't really make too much sense. It would honestly be better if he either uploaded only a few times a week or just decided to hire a video editor at that point. Because imagine someone who worked a 9-to-5 job, if they just decided to leave for months on end and just came back to work one day like nothing was out of the ordinary. He would probably be fired right there on the spot. But Cory knows he can get away with leaving YouTube because he knows his viewers will wait for his return and his viewership will stay the same if...
I've noticed that too. Like, he'll go on a long ass break and then he'll come back and it'll be like one of the biggest videos like you see on YouTube. It's on trending like automatically in the first hour. Like it's disgusting, and like how good like the samurais are. That's what you call them, right? The samurais. I didn't really get into Cory, but like I got into him like late. I want to say late, early. Basically, when I was exiting elementary school. But yeah, he was popping for show. But yeah, when he goes on that little like long ass break and comes back, it's always like the number just always goes up with him. There's no downside to when he's come back.
Not only increase. This is because CoryxKenshin is pretty much immune to becoming irrelevant, and this is for a few reasons. The first one being that he's already quite well known for taking breaks because he's been doing it for years at this point. His viewers will see that he hasn't uploaded in a while and just assume he's on break and will return just like he has every single time. These hiatuses have unintentionally built a cult-like fan base of people who are always left wanting more from him, and they never know when he's gonna come back either because he just doesn't update his fans when he's gone. It's actually a psychology trick from the 48 Laws of Power that rappers like Playboi Carti have even used to their advantage. The second reason is that his content has a huge replayability factor. Videos that he uploaded years ago are still being discovered by people who have never watched him before. They start binging his content and they eventually subscribe, and then they wait until he posts a new video, which is actually how he was able to reach 10 million subscribers without posting a single video in that time period. The third reason is that he's honestly just too big to fail at this point. CoryxKenshin's fame has reached a point where he's become somewhat of a household name. I'm not joking, literally almost everyone in my high school knew who Cory was. So just imagine how popular he is for the younger generation and just how much of an impact he has on them. I mean, he just made a cameo in the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie, so there's definitely no question that he's at least pretty well known. And those are pretty much the reasons why he can't really fall off at this point. At the time of this recording, it's already been over half a year since he last uploaded, yet he could probably upload a video tomorrow and it would probably go on the trending page with millions of views. So it looks like CoryxKenshin will most likely come back to YouTube soon because he knows he has a very loyal fan base that will always wait for him no matter how long he's gone for, and he'll probably also take even more breaks after that if we're being completely honest here. But there's no doubt that when it comes to YouTube, CoryxKenshin is one of the most influential gaming creators out there, and when it's all said and done and he eventually leaves for good, he'll definitely be remembered for quite a long time.
I swear I'm chosen. Niggas is rolling, niggas is folding. They wanna know this. Niggas be watching, niggas be glowing. She wanna look at the sun, she wanna come like I. She wanna go to places, she wanna go